Hello friends and welcome back. Today we are doing a pick a card, tarot, and oracle reading for what you can expect for the next 6 months. This is a timeless reading, so it doesn't matter when you've stumbled upon this video, it will hopefully hold messages that will be applicable to you. If you are unfamiliar with pick a card readings, I have 4 piles in front of me. Each pile has a different message, and some piles may resonate with you, some may not. That is perfectly okay. I want you to use your intuition to pick the pile that you feel most drawn to. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, that is okay. It may mean that your message is spread out through those multiple piles. This is a general reading for the collective conscious, so it is not always exact to you. So take the messages that resonate, leave the rest. This is a general prediction about the energies that we can expect for the next 6 months. I am not predicting events. I am not predicting things to happen. It's about the energy, because your future, your reality will change depending on the steps that you take. So if you hear messages in these readings that you don't like, and you take the steps to change that energy, this energy may not be your desired outcome. But if you feel like this is where you want to go or where it's not where you want to go, that is the key. It is giving you guidance as to how you can change and shape your life moving forward. Okay? So let's get started with this pick a card reading. If you like this kind of video, if you love pick a cards, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because I have lots of pick a cards. I post them almost every single week, and I'm excited to be able to read for you guys today. So let's get started with group number 1. So group number 1, oh yes, I remember you guys had so many Moonology cards jump out at you. It was funny because at first a bunch jumped out. I put them back in the deck and they jumped out like pretty much right away. And they were the same 4 cards, so they definitely have a message for you. But anyways, let's get started with your tarot cards. So you have the 4 of Wands, the 5 of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, and the 6 of Pentacles. So right away with these 2 5s in the center here, this is change. So over the next 6 months, be prepared for change. With the Wands and the Pentacles, this could be spiritual change. This could be also a change in your financial circumstances. With the 4 of Wands and then the 6 of Pentacles flanking them on either side, we have 4, 5, 6, which is progression. So this is moving forward. These 2 5s, this 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands, this does indicate a conflict or a challenge that you will be presented with over the next 6 months. But with the progression of the 4 through the 6, I do see that this challenge will be opening you up to bigger and better things. This is a challenge which will benefit you in the long run, even if in the moment it's very difficult, okay? With the 4 of Wands, this is unity. This is family. So this could be a new relationship budding. This could be reconciliation with an old relationship. This could be taking your relationship to the next level. But there is a lot of strong relationship energy and a lot of strong family energy as well. This could also be welcoming a child into your life. With the 6 of Pentacles here, this is financial freedom. This is financial rewards. You have enough to be able to give to others. But in between the 2 are those 2 5s. So we have the 5 of Wands. This being a wand card really speaks of spirituality. So this could be testing your beliefs. This could be opening up to a new belief system. This could also be the challenges that come along with spiritual awakening. Awakening onto a different level of consciousness is never easy, and so that could be a part of your challenge this next 6 months, is to work through that hard time that comes with opening yourself up to bigger possibilities, okay? With the Five of Pentacles here, so we have the Five of Pentacles and then the Six of Pentacles. This is just telling you to make sure you are mindful of your finances, whether this is being mindful of where the money is coming from or how you're spending the money. It is saying, like, you know, don't just sit on your money and, you know, don't spend. You know, obviously, you know, you need to spend money, you know, on food, on shelter, on that kind of stuff. But it's also just saying, you know, the more you put into the economy, the more the economy will give back to you. So make sure you are being mindful of your money, but not existing or being in a place of lack in that mindfulness of money. It's not always focusing on what you don't have. Even if you feel like there isn't enough to go around, focus on what it is that you can pay for, what you can afford, and be grateful for those things. Actually, every aspect of your life right now, gratitude will be helpful to move forward through these blocks, okay? Gratitude may be a key for you to move forward through this and to kind of connect with your, I want to say with your dreams. Like, I feel like this Four of Wands and the Six of Pentacles is kind of what you're manifesting, what your dream is, what your vision is. And these Five of Pentacles are indicating a challenge along the way, but that this dream is possible. You just have to work through these challenges. Don't resist these challenges. They are coming. Challenges always happen in life, but it's how we react and how we respond to those challenges which really determine our mindset moving forward and the future, okay? So let's move on to your Moonology cards, because you had so many of them. Actually, I want to pull this card. The Tree of Life, True Wisdom and Making Good Choices in Life. Put that right up at the top there. The Tree of Life, we're talking about putting out seeds for the future, understanding that your actions now do have an impact on the future, and seeing kind of everything in an interconnected way. How, you know, the leaves of the tree and the roots of the tree all interact together as one, right? We might not be able to see everything, but it is all there and it's all cohesive and working together. So it's about working with what you can't see as well. Okay? And then your Moonology cards, because you guys got a lot of them. So we have Hold Your Vision, which is the fixed moon. We have the new moon in Capricorn, which is your hard work is paying off. And then we have Your Dreams Need a Practical Plan, which is full moon in Taurus. And then we have Faith in Your Dreams, which is the waxing crescent moon. So that's interesting. We have almost every single phase of the moon here. You know, we've got the crescent moon, we've got the full moon, the new moon. So this is cyclical. And again, this is progression as well. So this is you progressing towards your dreams. And it's interesting that we have the 4, 5, 6, and then we have the 3 different lunar cycles. And it's very interesting energy, pile number 1. This is moving forward, and it's like, you know what your dreams are, and you know that that dream is going to be your reality. It's just, how do you get through the moment to meet that dream, okay? With the full moon in Taurus specifically here, we have Your Dreams Need a Practical Plan. So this is telling me that we need to focus on how you could work towards these dreams. You know, with this tree of life, it's like when you plant a new tree, you need to make sure that you are fertilizing the ground. You need to make sure that you're watering the tree. And that's kind of, you know, the plan for how your tree is going to thrive. You could even go further into, you know, making sure you picked the right location for that tree, making sure that the soil conditions were the best that they could be for that tree, not only now, but in the future. And all of those little things are a part of your plan. So no matter what your plan is, whether this is relationship growth, whether this is financial growth, whether this is just kind of freedom on a grander scale, be it financial freedom or the freedom to travel, like that kind of thing. It's how are you going to get to that dream? You know that dream. You know that dream is your reality. The cards here are telling you, hold on to that vision. That vision is yours. That vision is real. And especially have faith in your dream. Believe that dream is real. But you need to put this practical plan in place. What are the steps that you're going to take to get there? And now whether you are a list maker, like whether you actually like to write down all of the tasks involved, or if this is something like a mental list, with this new moon in Capricorn, with the hard work is paying off, Capricorns love to complete things. They have that energy, like, you know, they like to finish things. So whether this is checking it off your list, whether physically or mentally, but also being grateful for the fact that you finished that step, giving yourself credit for what you have done, acknowledging your hard work along the way, and just being grateful for what you have accomplished. Even if you're not at the end goal yet, be grateful for where you are on the journey, because that positive mindset will really help you, I should say, when these challenges come up. And again, I do feel like the next 6 months, the world, the universe, God, whoever, is going to be throwing challenges at you. It's not going to be a walk in the park. But your vision, your dream, is worth your time and energy, and your reality will soon reflect those dreams, okay? We have the card of detox. Restore, cleanse, and restore yourself, okay? I feel like that card is very good for when we are feeling these challenges. That is a perfect time to stop, to pause, and to look at your situation, and maybe even step back for a little bit, cleanse yourself, maybe do some meditation, do a cleansing bath, go for a walk in nature, and then come back to it with fresh eyes. With fresh eyes, we can see what we never would see when we were tired and, you know, just in the throes of frustration or anger. Those feelings are definitely valid, especially when you are having a hard time. But sometimes if we don't take the time to breathe and step back, we get clouded by those feelings, okay? We can acknowledge and accept those feelings, but do those feelings need to dictate our actions, okay? Oh, you've actually got two of those. You have also Eunoia, which is everything in perfect balance. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. It's about balancing those energies. There's nothing wrong with feeling emotions. There's nothing wrong with, you know, accepting that you're having a hard day. There's nothing wrong with saying you're having a bad day or you're sad or any of that. But it's how do you handle those emotions? How do you balance those emotions with where you want to go in the future? Okay? Let's see. We've got two dragons. We have Water Dragon. Helps you float easily around obstacles. Christ's light and love are flowing. Develop your psychic abilities and go with the flow. Interesting. Hey. What's interesting about that card is because it's talking about developing psychic abilities, and with this Five of Wands here, I was telling you earlier that this could be spiritual growth. So this could be you tapping into your psychic abilities, whether this is through something like card reading, or whether this is embracing the fact that you may be an empath, which in itself is a challenge, because when you start embracing that you are empathic and you don't just shut down that ability, it can be very overwhelming, okay? So make sure you are protecting your energies as you go, but also listening to your intuition, okay? And then your second dragon is Dark Blue Galactic Dragon. Helps you listen to the voice of the universe. Again, a very psychic card. Listening to your intuition. Listening to the messages the universe is giving you. Ignite the codes of your master blueprint. Access cosmic wisdom and enter higher service. Okay, yeah, you guys are definitely leveling up spiritually over the next 6 months. Lots of spiritual growth here. And that might also be where this cleanse and detox comes in, because when, cleanse and restore for the detox card, because when you are moving through these levels of consciousness, you need to let go. You need to forgive yourself for past beliefs. There is nothing wrong with what you believed in the past. There's nothing wrong with the actions and the steps that you took when it was the best you could do, when it was the best that you knew. You know, you can't blame yourself for doing something when you didn't know. But once you know, it's how do you grow and move forward from that. So I feel like this cleanse and restore, part of this will be forgiving yourself for the way you've acted when past challenges have come about, okay? But remember, this is about holding your dream, okay? And then we have cleaning house, okay? And solitude. And there's the other side of the moon phase. So we had the waxing and now we've got the waning moon. With the cleaning house and the detox, again, this is it is cleansing yourself spiritually, metaphorically, as we move forward, okay? This is you embracing these next steps and trusting yourself as you move forward. You are planting the seeds for this tree of life to go beyond this physical existence. This is energy that is beyond this human experience. This is something much greater, but at the same time, you are living this temporary human experience, and this is where we are experiencing this reality. So be prepared to cleanse as you shift through these different phases over the next 6 months, okay? Make sure you are holding on to your vision. Make sure that you are existing in a balance that you feel comfortable with. Between this Eunoia card and the water dragon here, it's really hard to be in a flow state if you do not feel balanced and if you don't know where you are going. If you feel like you are constantly fighting the river and constantly fighting to stay afloat, then you need to think about how you can better approach the circumstances moving forward, okay? With this solitude card, this is a lot of self-reflection, meditation, and it really speaks well with the Moonology cards about holding your vision. So this is making sure that you are being aware of your thoughts. So when you catch yourself thinking negative thoughts, when you catch yourself in these challenging moments thinking negatively, especially about yourself, I want you to try and catch yourself. Pause, take a deep breath, and ask yourself whether that thought was coming from fear or whether that thought was coming from love. Try and exist in a state of love. There's nothing wrong with admitting to yourself that some of these fears are coming, or some of these thoughts are coming from fears. We all have fears. We all have doubts. We all second guess our decisions. But if we can try and reach a balance for us, and now I can't tell you what that balance is, because that balance will look different for each and every single one of you. What is balanced in your life is not balanced in my life, okay? Balance is individual. We are all a balance of positive and negative. We are all a balance of masculine and feminine, light, dark, right? It's how we balance those energies which will allow us to move forward in the best possible way for us. And again, the best possible way for you may be different than the best possible way for someone else. So this is reflecting on you and where you want to go, and understanding that so we have a lot of different people in these tarot cards. You know, like I was talking about family, relationships, and then there's also, you know, this 5 here, this has 5 other people that you're squabbling with, and the 6 of Pentacles is often seen as giving to others. So this isn't about what is beneficial for them. This is about what's beneficial for you. This is very selfish energy, but selfish energy is not bad, because if you think about it, thank you, Car. Thank you for acknowledging that selfish energy is not bad energy. When you think about it, you have to do what is best for yourself in order for you to do what is best for other people. If you run yourself dry, if you empty your cup and you have nothing left to give, then the people who are reliant on you have nothing. It's like the expression of, you can give a man a fish or you can teach a man to fish. One way he eats one day, the other way he can eat forever. So how do you balance your energy so that you can give without stripping yourself? But it's also remembering that other people are a reflection of you. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the concept of everyone else being you pushed out, but there's a lot of spiritual teachers who talk about this concept, and it's about how other people are a reflection of you. So you saying this message, this is something that you needed to hear, even if it hurts you in the moment, even if it's confusing to you. It will make sense eventually. It will bring more clarity, even if it doesn't in the moment. You watch this for a reason. There are no coincidences, only events that coincide, right? And this is something you needed to hear if you're hearing this right now, okay? So that might be a concept that you want to look into, because I do feel like it would be very beneficial for you while going for your dreams, okay? So that is your message if you picked pile number 1 on this What to Expect in the Next 6 Months Tarot and Oracle Pick a Card. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Love, light, and happiness to all of you. Have a fantastic day. Bye. Hello to those of you who picked pile number 2. So let's see. We've got tarot. Oh, you guys have lots of tarot cards. We had so many jumpers for this reading, you guys. Like, the cards just wanted to speak. I intended this to be like a rather quick and short, concise message reading, and it's just the cards just kept jumping and jumping. I intended 1 oracle card of each type, and I don't think any pile got a single card. So let's get started with your tarot cards. So you have the Justice card, the 4 of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Ace of Swords. Do I have enough space? A lot of swords. Magician, and the Queen of Wands. First of all, the purple on these cards is just jumping out at me, as well as the blue. So we're talking a lot of throat chakra and third eye chakra energy. With all the sword energy, we're talking a lot of intellectual energy. We have the Magician, so this is you manifesting your dreams. And between Justice and the Queen of Wands, I do feel a very strong pull to feminine energy, in a sense of you caring for yourself. So it's almost like the next 6 months is really going to be a balance, which is interesting because intellectual energy is very masculine in a way. So it's almost like this next 6 months, in order to reach your dreams, you're really going to have to balance the nurturing energy with very intellectual energy. So this could even be, researching to back up and find facts that fit with more, say, woo-woo kind of topics, or even just more heart-centered topics. If it's something that, like self-love, instead of just saying, oh, I'm going to do self-love, like actually put some research into it and figure out why it works. Put the intellectual energy into this feminine nurturing energy and really combine the two, and working with the two to really help you move forward. With the throat chakra energy here, with all of this blue from the swords, I do feel like this is going to be a lot of communication, whether this is I don't feel spoken communication though. Like I feel like this is going to be a lot of reading, a lot of conceptualizing, like that kind of energy. But it is you moving forward towards a dream. And it's with this Ace of Swords and the Magician, it's almost like taking time for yourself over the next 6 months to really work through feelings and work through how you're feeling about current circumstances, is almost going to bring about a new idea or a new dream that you want to move forward with, a new concept that really excites you. Let's see, what is this card? Felix Felicitas, power symbol to create lucky serendipitous events. Okay, that card is like almost the equivalent of the Magician here. It is manifesting your dreams. So I feel like it's almost like in your heart, that manifestation, that law of attraction, you feel it within you. You know that it works, but it's like you can't get your mind around it. And so it's almost like you're working through this block of letting your mind catch up with what the rest of your body knows over the next 6 months, okay? And when you can allow your mind to catch up to what your body, to your heart, to your spirit, what that knows, then you will really be able to move forward. But I really want to talk about this Four of Wands for a second. So this Four of Wands, he's got the 1 underneath him and the 3 on top. And again, this is the kind of energy of, I like to use the expression of sleep on it. So this is before you make big decisions, whether they are heart-centered or intellectually based decisions. Thank you, truck. These decisions are not ones that you should be making snap decisions on. This isn't energy to rush in. It's actually taking the time and, again, researching, learning about it. Don't just go off of a feeling. Don't just go off of one piece of advice. Really feel comfortable in your decision moving forward. This could even be speaking about blocks in your manifestation because you don't truly believe or don't fully understand about where you want to go. We have the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Swords. These are both very ambitious people, very ambitious individuals. The Queen of Swords is very warm and loving and exuberant, and the Knight of Swords is like an action taker. Like he has fast-moving energy, ready to go after it. Both very confident energy. And so I'm feeling like with them on either side of the Ace of Swords and the Magician, that is the kind of energy you need to step into in order for your manifestations to really come to light. Again, I feel like this really could be working through blockages, perhaps in your throat chakra or your third eye chakra, and being able to see and visualize the future, see and visualize your dreams. But once you can visualize that dream, once you can sense that that is for you, again, whether this is taking the time to really research the options so that you know it's best for you, again, with this Four of Swords, taking time, or whether it is connecting the emotional desire with an intellectual desire for whatever this thing is. I feel like this next 6 months is really just a lot of personal growth to help you feel like you are worthy and deserving of your dreams. Let's pull your Moonology cards. A personal issue reaches resolution, and what do you need to release? Yeah, and more blue. So again, more with more blue, this really could be a block in your throat chakra, as if you haven't been allowed to express yourself. You know, maybe you're not feeling like you can't, maybe you're feeling like you can't go after your dreams, this Ace of Swords and Magician energy, because you haven't felt justice with your dreams. You haven't felt like you have been supported through your dreams. Like it is a block in you being able to express yourself. This also could be you, as you know, shadow work for you to move forward from feeling suppressed or oppressed. And so that again, this is energy of you moving forward. This could be an indication that there's a lot of shadow work that needs to be done over the next 6 months. A lot of personal reflection for you to be able to tap into this Queen of Wands, this Magician, and this Knight of Swords energy. This energy is within you, but I feel like you can't access it because it's almost like you're not worthy of it. You feel like you're not worthy of it. It's not that you're not actually worthy of it. It's just you've had this wall built, and I don't feel like it's been built by you. It was someone else holding you away from this energy. This is other people telling you that you weren't enough. But you are enough, okay? This Felix Felicitas, this power symbol, I feel like you guys need to create a power symbol for yourself, a sigil, something that reminds you of how awesome you are. This could be an affirmation that makes you feel powerful. This could be a power pose that makes you feel invigorated and ready to go about your day. I do feel a lot of heaviness, a lot of burden with these two Moonology cards, with what you need to release and a personal issue reaches resolution. Again, this is moving forward this next 6 months, but in order to move forward, you are going to have to identify this shadow, and it's not going to be the easiest thing in the world, okay? Let's go with the magic within you. For again, become a loving mirror. A loving mirror to yourself. So this could be mirror work. You know, when you're in the bathroom, take a look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself how much you love yourself. Tell yourself how beautiful, how handsome, how worthy you are. You are. You are worthy of everything you could possibly desire. You are beautiful inside and out. Okay? Tell yourself that. Become a living mirror for the version of you that you want to show the world. Okay? And then we have Oblivion. Open your arms. Open your arms to love. Open your arms to peace, to happiness, and allow that to come into your life. This is a part of this resolution that you need to release. You know, body language is so, what's the word? It's so important in our everyday conversation, right? When you're talking to someone and they're speaking to you like this, like, how do you feel? Like, you feel detached from me right now. Like, you don't feel like Like, why am I even telling you this? Like, this just doesn't... But if I can tell you something, and I can be open and willing to receive your energy and willing to transmit my energy to you, that is much more of a powerful way to communicate versus like closed up, right? And I feel like being closed up is this energy we need to move forward from. It's this energy that we need to release, okay? And the only way to open up is really going to be working on your confidence, working on acknowledging that you are worthy, that you are lucky and you can get what you want. Find this power symbol and, put it throughout your space. Maybe put it, like draw a little symbol, put it in your car, put it at your desk at work, put it in your wallet. So every time you open your wallet, you see it and it reminds you that you are worthy. Okay? Let's move on to your dragons. I feel like dragons are going to be so powerful for you. I've been so obsessed with dragons recently, like it's not even funny. Okay, it is kind of funny. Air dragon helps you rise above earthly matters, communicate honestly, brings inspiration and hope, see life from a higher perspective. When you feel like you have been beaten down, when you feel like you have been trying and trying and trying and it's just not working, that is you existing in this lower state. Like you're putting everything above you and you've put yourself down here. But if you can allow yourself to rise up and see the perspective of your life from up here, it will be so much easier to move forward and to release. Then you have the black dragon, cocoons you so that your divine potential grows. Meditate, reflect, undergo a metamorphosis. Undergo a metamorphosis. Like, how powerful is that? You guys are capable of this. And this black dragon is here to protect you. This black dragon is here to provide a spiritual cocoon around you to protect you as you transform. Okay? We are releasing this block of oppression and moving forward. Okay? We have the card of Ghostlands, spirit of place and coming to life. Sometimes when we are transitioning into a new way of being, it feels like we are alone. It feels like time stands still. That's what this Ghostland is telling us. It is telling us to be prepared and to not worry when we feel alone in this transformation. With spirit of place, I'm feeling like this is telling us to connect with our happy place, connect with where we feel safe, where we feel comfortable, whether this is our physical home, whether this is being out in nature, whether this is putting those power symbols around your environment to raise the energy of your environment. This could also be metaphorical in having a happy place within your mind, within your mindset. And when you feel like you are alone, go to that happy place. Find that personal strength within the spirit that embodies your physical surroundings or your happy place mentally. And allow yourself to come through this ghostland and come through on the other side with this just amazing transformation. Look at her coming out of this earthly realm, just like this air dragon, helping you raise above this earthly matter. Okay? You guys are capable. You are creators. You are manifestors. But you have to believe in yourself. Not even yourself in terms of your power of manifestation, but just believing in yourself as a human being. Believing in yourself as a person worthy of their dreams, okay? So I feel like the next 6 months for you guys is going to be very transformative in terms of your self-confidence, in terms of your self-worth, but this is going to be a lot of work that you're going to have to put in, okay? The cards and the spirit want you to know that you are worthy, that you are capable, but you have to fight for it. It is going to be a fight. They are here protecting you. They are here creating this cocoon, like this black dragon says. They are here for you to reach your divine, personal, I don't even know what the word is, however high you want to be, whatever pedestal you want to put yourself on, they are here to help you get to there. But we need to overcome this block of feeling like we are not worthy first. Okay? So that is your message if you picked pile number 2. I hope you enjoyed this Pick a Card Tarot and Oracle reading. If you did, I post pick a cards every single week, and I would love it if you could hit that subscribe button. Love, light, and happiness to all of you. Have a fantastic day. Bye. Hello to those of you who picked pile number 3. I love how many cards all of you guys got. I had intentions of doing 3 tarot cards and 1 oracle card, and I mean, so many cards jumped out. It's just awesome. I love when Spirit has so many messages for you. So anyways, let's get started with your tarot cards. We have the Ace of Wands, the Ten of Cups, the Emperor, and the Nine of Wands. That is so interesting. This Nine of Wands, like, look at him. He's looking in the ground, and it's like he's finally found what he is looking for. And I feel like that's your energy. I mean, between the Ten of Cups and the Emperor, like, this is very positive energy for the next 6 months. This is like completion and personal strength and empowerment. And between the Nine of Wands and the Ace of Wands, like these 2 cards flanking the Ten of Cups and the Emperor, it's like you have found what you have been looking for, found what you have been desiring, and because you have found it, you have now found a new motivation, a new spark that is just pushing you forward with motivation, joy, new ideas. Like, I feel like creative ideas are just going to be coming to you. What you want is just going to be coming to you. Again, whether this is financial, whether this is personal strength, personal development. It's like this Nine of Wands, it's really speaking to me right now. It's something you have been looking for. This is an answer to a question that you have been asking for so long. And it's coming to you in the next 6 months if you're looking out for it. Okay? Interesting. We have the card of healing, true healing of the mind, body, and soul. So I feel like to find these, actually, I'm not sure whether finding this is coming from you doing personal healing work, or if finding whatever it is that you've been looking for is going to lead to true healing. For some of you, it may be different. They may coincide. They may work together. But this answer to your question that you have been longing for is going to come with a lot of personal healing. This is also very transformative energy. So if there's something that you've been wanting to do, especially if it's about your physical body, for some of you this might be weight loss or weight gain. This could be seeking, like, even just being comfortable within your skin. It could be, finding the motivation to create your reality in terms of your physical being. This could be even as vain as finding that one outfit that just makes you feel so good, and finding that outfit that just makes you feel good and stand tall and feel confident in your body is embracing this Emperor energy. You know, when you find that one outfit, you feel like so good, and you just strut your stuff down the street, and then you have a fantastic day, and it's all because you put on something that made you feel good. This doesn't have to be, this Nine of Wands doesn't have to be materialistic like that, but it's that kind of energy. Let's move to your Moonology cards. Believe in the impossible, and you are good enough. You are. We have 2 full moons. This is releasing what is no longer serving you. And again, I feel like that is really powerful in the healing process of this. Your dragons. Silver Dragon illuminates your potential with higher light. Access untapped resources. Look into your soul. See higher possibilities. And then we have the Omega Dragon. Harnesses divine feminine power of creation intention. Hold your vision. Birth of higher consciousness. Yes. Okay. We have very strong masculine energy here with the Emperor. We have very, very strong divine feminine energy here with the Omega Dragon. This is creating balance. This Nine of Wands, this is finding balance within your life. Believing in the impossible because you do know that you are good enough. So I feel like for a lot of you, the next 6 months is going to be a lot of healing, which is going to open the floodgates for this. And I'm saying floodgates very, very literally, because I feel like when you can tap into this energy, when you can say to yourself, I am good enough, and you can believe it down to the deepest level of your being, then you can imagine the impossible. You can believe the impossible because it happens every single day. You expect miracles to happen. That's the kind of energy I'm sensing you guys are going to be stepping into over the next 6 months, okay? Powerful, very powerful healing. I feel like you guys have probably been on a spiritual journey, an awakening journey for a while. And the next 6 months is just going to be another stage, another level of opening yourself up to the possibilities of the universe. This might even be like a piece of information. So I keep going back to this Nine of Wands of finding something. This might be like, you know, it's like the final piece of the puzzle that allows you to see a picture that is far greater and beyond yourself. I hope that makes sense. The Silver Dragon here, this is illuminating it. It's like there's going to be a light shining onto something, metaphorically speaking. Who knows? Maybe it'll be physically speaking. But it's just going to be something that you see it, or you hear it, or you experience it, and you're just going to be like, that's it. It makes sense. Everything I've been working for the last however long suddenly makes sense. It's going to be that one piece of information, that answer that you've been looking for that ties the loose ends together. Okay? So very powerful next 6 months for you, pile number 3, but you do have to be willing to see it. Okay? You have to believe in the impossible, and you have to know that you are good enough. Okay? We have the strength of movement, the card of movement, and the card of strength. This is believing in your own personal strength, and this is also taking the steps that you need to take in order to move forward with this dream. Things don't just come to us without any action, without any thought. We do have to take the steps. We do have to be motivated to move forward. We do have to have the, the idea of what we would want. What is that impossible thing that you want? Whether it is, manifesting your soulmate or your twin flame, or whether it is manifesting your dream house or the career of your dreams. I feel like with this Nine of Wands, the connecting piece of information that will allow you to know that that person is coming, that will allow you to know that that job is coming, that money is coming, whatever it is coming. You're just, when you find it, you're just going to feel it deep within and just know that everything is coming. But I do feel like you need to kind of have an idea about what that impossible thing might be. I mean, it's not impossible. It is totally possible. But it's just, as for our, human experience, it might not fall in line with what a typical possibility might be. So it's about believing in miracles, okay? Holding your intentions, accessing untapped resources, like, there's a lot coming for you. But again, this is a healing journey, okay? Key thing right there is healing. So we have the card of effervescence, which is cultivate love. Sacrifice, which is what can you let go of. And buho, which is transform the way you see. And these three cards together actually tell a very interesting story, because, so we have cultivate love, but then what can you let go of? So this is letting go of fear, living in love, expecting miracles. And that within itself is the transforming the way you see. We can see so much more when we are willing to see beyond what is right in front of us. We can focus on something, like even just a little experiment right now, just, to have fun with your mind and your vision. If you look directly at my face on the screen right now, you don't just see me. You see my surroundings on the screen, but you also can see your surroundings. I'm looking directly into the camera, and yet I can see my fingers in my peripheral vision, right? You can do the same thing. You can look straight ahead at something and hold your hands out to the side, and you can still see your fingers. They are way over here, but I can see them without moving my eyes, right? So it's transforming the way you see to be able to see those other perspectives. If you're not paying attention to your peripheral vision and you forget that it's there, you're not going to see your hands over here. You're just going to see what's in front of you. And then the question is, can you open your mind big enough to also be able to see what's behind you, metaphorically and physically? Whether this is tapping into your psychic abilities and seeing beyond this physical world, or whether it's knowing that if you want to see behind you, you just have to turn around, right? Does that make sense? Instead of always looking forward and always looking in one direction and always just being stuck on that dream, what is happening around you, and how can that impact your life? How can it improve your life, and how can it help you move forward? Perhaps what you need to do is actually let go of what is directly in front of you and see this bigger picture. Okay, pile 3? So that is my message for you. Again, this next 6 months is going to be a lot of healing in order to find the answer that you have been longing for so long. Okay? Can't wait to hear what it is that you find and when you find it. Come back and let me know when you've had your aha moment. Okay? So that is your message if you picked pile number 3 in this pick a card reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that subscribe button, because I post pick a cards every week, and I'd love to have you as a member of my YouTube family. Love, light, and happiness to all of you. Have a fantastic day. Bye. Last but not least, those of you who picked pile 4. So we have tarot cards to get started with. You have the Sun, the Death card, the Ace of Cups, and the Tower. Interesting energy to finish this reading off with. Between the Tower and the Death card, you guys are experiencing a lot of change over the next 6 months. This is, let me just say it right off the bat, this is not a physical death. The Death card does not mean literal death. It means transformation. It means change. When we add it with the Tower card, this is a potentially catastrophic change. Like, your world as you know it may be different, but with the Sun and the Ace of Cups as the accompanying cards, this is knocking down a tower, knocking down a wall, so that you can open yourself up to limitless opportunities, okay? This is a hard time you're going to be facing because something amazing is on the other side. I want to pull out these cards. So you got the Triple Moon, embracing all aspects of yourself, the divine and the earthly. And then Little Luxuries, generates luxurious experiences and surroundings. Okay, let's put those guys up there. So this, again, this is tapping into divine energy, divine love. Why don't you want to go up there? And embracing what you are capable of. This block, it's something that you've been holding on to. It's an idea. I don't necessarily feel like it's a physical wall, but it's like a mental idea. It's a mental block that you've been holding on to. It's a story that you've been telling yourself, a way you've been defining yourself for years, perhaps for your entire life. And something's going to happen, this Tower movement, something is happening that is just going to knock down that idea, and it's going to allow you to move into this Triple Moon, this goddess energy, this embracing the divine feminine aspects of yourself. Again, you can be a man and connect with your divine feminine. Okay, the divine masculine is very intellectual energy. It's knowing the steps that you need to take. The divine feminine is more of the creative process. We need to balance the two, and not even like a 50-50 balance. Like, however we balance these is all different depending on who you are. But you do need to balance the creative and the intellectual. And I feel like by knocking down this tower, it's like there was this divide between your divine feminine and your divine masculine. And by knocking down this tower, you are allowing the two to communicate and to interact, which is going to bring about this beautiful change, okay? With this Little Luxuries, it says, generate luxurious experiences and surroundings. This is manifesting your dreams. This is manifesting the experiences that you want, the house that you want, the relationship that you want. But again, you have to knock down this barrier, this block that is dividing you internally. Okay? Let's go with your Moonology cards. Prosperity lies ahead, and it's time to take action. It's funny how those two Moonology cards basically summarize what your tarot cards just said. We have the it's time to take action, which really fit with the Tower and the Death card. And then we have prosperity lies ahead, which is the Sun and the Ace of Cups. So you need to break down this tower. You need to take action to figure out what is blocking you from reaching your dreams. This change is not something that's going to be imposed upon you. This change is something that you are going to initiate. This change is something that you are going to say, that's it. I'm fed up with the circumstances. I'm taking my life into my own hands and I am going for it. And with that empowering energy, you will be able to break down the wall that is, whether physically or metaphorically, blocking you and step into new energy. But you do have to take the action, okay? Epiphany, reveal your gifts. I feel like epiphany is, you know, it's an idea that's just going to come to you and you're going to be like, I get it now. I know how I can move forward. And then we have the card of Maximus. How can you feed others when your own table is empty? I feel like that is a very good key as to what it is that you need to break down. This could be you always putting other people first. This could be you saying, other people come before me, other people are better than me, other people are more worthy than me. No. You are worthy, you are deserving of the prosperity that you want, and you are capable of living your dreams. You need to, again, like this triple moon card here, embracing all aspects of yourself, the divine and the earthly. This is, if you're not familiar with this symbol, it is the goddess symbol, the maiden, the mother, and the crone. The it's embodying all of that energy and embracing it. Again, I really feel like you guys have been focusing on your divine masculine energy, focusing on intellect and reason, and you may be smooth talkers, you may be able to talk yourself out of a situation, but do you really believe yourself? Do you really feel it within you? Or is it just that your intellect can get you by? It is time to embrace that divine feminine within you. Embrace that love for yourself. Tap into the gifts that you have that may be beyond this world. Let's pull your dragons. Air and fire dragon. Expand your creative energies. Harness your creativity, excitement, and enthusiasm. Communicate with your passion. What was I saying? Yes, this is really tapping into your creativity. It's almost like you have just been going through the motions because this is the path that you've been on. You know what you need to do to succeed in the path that you're on, and you can keep going down it, but it might not feel right because you're only existing on that one side of yourself. You're not really allowing your creativity, you're not really allowing your self-expression to come through. Okay? And then your other dragon is Sunshine Yellow Dragon. Helps you to help animals, serve animals, heal, respect, and understand them. That is interesting energy. I would love to know down in the comments below how many of you are really connected with animals, especially do you see synchronicities with animals? Do you say birds come up to you, say you're out for a walk? Do you notice a lot of birds where normally there aren't a lot of birds? Or do birds tend to nest near your home? Perhaps you have pet birds that you really connect with. Let me know. And this doesn't even have to be birds. I just have birds on my mind right now. But this could be all animals. This could be, animals big and small. Maybe feral cats tend to follow you home, that kind of energy. Maybe even for some of you, you've always wanted to work with animals, but your logical mind, perhaps your family insisted you do something else. You went into a more practical career, perhaps. Now may be the time to shift. If working with animals is what you feel like you need to do, maybe that is an obstacle you need to break down. Maybe that wall of ignoring that passion has, that wall is deteriorated, and it's time to just push it over and go for it. Okay? Maybe you have a gift for working with animals. So let's see. We have Bone Collector and we have Dry Desert. Yeah, with this Dry Desert, it's like you've been looking for something. You've been looking for the oasis in the desert and you haven't been able to find it. And that reason may be, because of this wall that you've put up. But it could also be because you're just looking in the wrong desert. If you keep going for this, if you keep going with this path that you're on, I'm really, again, feeling like it's very intellectual. If you keep going down this path, I just realized there's a bird right there. If you keep going down this path, then you're not going to find what you're looking for, because the answer is not on that path. The destination is not on that path. Okay? With this bone collector, this is about searching all areas. It's about searching far and wide and not really on a path. It's deviating. It's doing what you feel called to do. Okay? We have the clock on this card. We have this beautiful, I don't even know what it is, but like this beautiful like circle behind her, which is just radiating. It's like that is the energy that you need to admit. Like, she is so confident in herself, in her abilities, in her accomplishments, that it doesn't matter what someone else thinks of her. She does things at her own time, for her own reasons. And I feel like that is the energy you need to step into. I'm not saying you need to go out and collect bones. It may be something you enjoy doing. No criticism or judgment from me. But I'm just saying, like, you need to connect with what it is that you enjoy. What ignites your creativity. What ignites that enthusiasm and passion within you. Okay? It is time to break down the barriers to what is holding you back from connecting with that passion. Okay, pile 4? So that is your message for this next 6 months. Pick a card. It's breaking down the barriers to be able to connect with yourself. Okay? If you enjoyed this style of video, I do post pick a cards every single week, and I would love it if you could hit that subscribe button and join my YouTube family. Love, light, and happiness to all of you. Have a fantastic day. Bye.